I want you to trust me in a manner that nobody has ever allowed you to trust, right? I want us to experience something so real that is unreal to you. I got a comment right now. Miss Petey says, my husband held back that he had a crazy baby mama, and to this day, shaking my head. The situation is still crazy because she crazy for real, for real. I was pissed about his decision. See, in their lives, the reasoning, I'm coming in with my nuts out because I want you to know so much about me. Nobody in the streets could tell you nothing you don't already know. I don't want nothing to catch you off guard. It's embarrassing. And also, you don't want another dude you used to fuck with to know more about you than your partner do. So now your partner feeling less than because you got information they weren't privy to. Now, it's a lot of shit going on out here that your partner probably don't even need to know. And if somebody being messy and they just want to bring up your old ass past 10 years ago, listen, we could take that into account, and it is what it is. I did that. I was there. Baby, I didn't think that was necessary for me to bring up. I apologize that it embarrassed you at that moment. Let's move forward, right? But I'm talking about significant things. There will not be a kid situation that we can't talk about. There will not be a health situation that we can't talk about. There will not be money situations that we can't talk about. And you know, the heavy stuff. I think that if I'm going to commit to you, you know me. Naturally, it takes every day to learn and get to know people. It takes a lifetime to get to know one. So I can't tell you everything up front, but I'm giving you as much information as possible that you feel comfortable here. And coincidentally, I want you to love it here. So I might as well be honest with you. So I agree with the both of you to the extent, well, Sabrina, to the extent of I'm giving everything I got. And I know that that doesn't mean everything. Like when I was 12, I bumped my knee. That's why I walk like this. Like, man, I might ask that shit just laughing one day. You know what I'm saying? But as far as trauma, like Miss Crystal says, welcome to the platform, baby girl. I'd love to have you on whenever you could jump on one day. So she said, if I only discuss trauma if I haven't healed from it yet. Here's why I would discuss trauma I have healed from. Is because maybe that's a thing you might be going through and don't know how to get through. So then I could tell you a story of, well, baby, I've been through that. You know what I'm saying? Let me help you. This is how it worked for me. I don't know if it's tailored to you as well. However, this is how it helped me. So let me guide you down this path. If it doesn't quite work for you, find your way. But I'm right here with you. I understand. But the communication is what made that work. And me talking about that trauma helped both of us, right? So I'm going to read a couple of these comments, and then I got another question for y'all too. My two beautiful hosts. And nigga, you ain't beautiful. I ain't talking to you, Derek.
Nah, you said I was here, but I ain't feeling right now. But thank you.
So just give me a second, okay?
Okay, you well, just hit that camera. Block that camera.
Got you. Got you.
Block that camera. Okay, so Miss Petey said he told me that he didn't tell me everything because he wanted me to give him a chance without judgment. And we've been together 12 years now. You know what? Sometimes we got to make strategic moves with you ladies. Y'all can't handle everything up front like we discussed before. Mr. Broadway Bobby, he hollered out, you might not be able to handle everything up front. Miss Julia, she said, so what if you're locked in and one day they decide, you know what? I'm good off this. They now know everything about you that you wouldn't have told them. I definitely feel there's levels. She's agreeing with you, Derek. So absolutely there's level. Timing is everything, ladies and gentlemen. Timing is everything. I do believe in being very honest with your partner, but I do also know two things can be true at once. If you dump everything I'm a victim of, telling the woman so much on our first date, she got her ass up and left, and I paid the check, and we didn't talk again. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea what I did wrong. I had no idea what I did. I thought because we was locked in and dating regularly and being good to each other, I thought that telling her as much as possible on that first date, we was good. No, it was overwhelming for her. She said, God damn, you got a lot going on. And I mean, I know You got it. You got it under control. And I need some more lighting on you, baby girl. They love to see you. And you
They
did your
go
hair.
they gonna come on they dim and then get brighter.
Okay, okay. So
Sorry.
I laid too much on it real thick, and it wasn't nothing bad. It was just too much information too early. And she was like, "I'd rather be with a boring dude." You know what I'm saying? Like you really got life going on, and whether you got it balanced out or not, I don't give a fuck. It was too much on the first date, and I was like, "Shit, I ain't telling nobody shit else till they ask," which is the wrong answer. But I learned how to manage timing when telling people
Timing.
how I felt, right? So Mr. AJ Jones said, well, there are some things that people go through that you have to keep that in the chamber until it's the right time and you are locked in. Everybody cannot handle what your baggage is, what you are carrying as far as baggage. Miss Candace Moore's blessings to you. She said discussing trauma is healthy. It also will help you understand responses. It's also a blueprint for the other person to spot the red flags. Now, if you go into a situation, I like what she said about red flags. I hate the two words, honestly. The internet
Yeah,
has
cause
oversaturated that that phrase. But red flags, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, for all you overusers of the phrase red flags, hey, not you, Miss Candace, but I'm talking to the internet right now. Fuck y'all. Girl, fuck you if you point your fingers talking about I'm looking for your red flags. Why are you even here? If all you're looking for is my negative. You know what I'm saying? Come in here positive. Come in here thinking rich. Come in here thinking about the positive. Come in here thinking about the possibilities of what could be great. I don't go in looking for a woman to fail. I go in looking for how we can both win together. Right? So if I go in looking for positivity, I'm gonna find it the best way I can. Now, if your red flags just stand out, I'm not a fool. I'm okay. I can deal with that. And maybe it's something I can get around, but I'm not looking. I'm telling y'all to stop looking for the worst in people because you will find flaws. We're all flawed. And I ain't talking about you motherfuckers that don't bathe. If you don't bathe, you don't deserve no coochie or no good penis. You don't deserve it. Go wash your ass. Another subject, I'm back. I need to ask y'all another question after I read these
hold
couple
on,
of
hold on.
comments.
I got a comment on red flag. And
Okay,
and
go
and
ahead, bro.
and,
Go ahead.
and women, y'all got red flags every 3 4 days to a week in a month.
Mm.
Yeah.
No. Red flags are already something before you locked in.
That's all right. I just wanna throw that one out there.
Bruh.
I'm sorry.
You should have already seen red flags before you locked in. How I
No,
feel.
yeah,
Here's my thing about red flags. Timing is still a gamble, just like Miss Tracy Hines said. No matter what, ladies and gentlemen, we got to be scared. We got to stop being scared to trust somebody. We got to trust somebody. We all got to connect to somebody, unless you just want to be alone. You know what I'm saying? So, Miss Candace said, timing means nothing. It's the same information. It's either something and I'm willing to work with, or it's not. Now that's a straightforward thought process, but actually, timing does mean something because I could just have went through the death of a family, right? And I'm in total depression over the death of that family, and you lay something on, and I overreact to the information you gave me that could not be on a large scale. We've all been guilty of. I had a long fucking day and I overreacted. I'm sorry about that. It wasn't even that serious. It's a thing called timing for a reason. It's a reason foreplay is before the actual sex. It's a reason there's a warm up before the workout because timing, everything has timing. So I don't agree necessarily with that, but you sound like a brute force, straightforward kind of girl, and I actually dig that. But I do believe in timing. I don't believe in holding that shit in for so long that now you're in the phase of manipulation where you're just holding that shit in holding that shit in to try to deceive me into thinking that that never happened. But if I need to know it, I need to know it. Miss Candace said, and you need to focus on healing you. People jump from person to person and are not emotionally intelligent. That's a fact. Everybody has their timing on that. Healing is a process. Everybody has their timing on that. Miss Keon said being alone sometimes is healing. If you in back to back relationships, how are you healing? Well, they're trying to bury what they're going through to start something new and feel that. Miss Marcia said there's a time and a place for everything. So timing is a thing. Absolutely. So we're gonna move right on. Everybody got into the timing, everybody got into that. I want to move on to a question. Mr. Broadway Bobby, because we started with Mr. Brina last time. Mr. Derek, do you think that it's important to include your woman into the decision-making process? Again, we're talking about people that are locked in. Whether you're single or you're together, that's who we're talking about tonight. Two people that are locked in. Whatever that means to everybody in the comments, it's a serious thing. You care about this relationship you're nurturing, right? So I don't care if you put it to fiance, marriage, or my sneaky link that I want to be my husband one day. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all label it, we're not gonna get tied up in labels. That's why I'm using the word locked in, the phrase locked in rather. So, bro, if you locked in with a chick, this is somebody you care about. This is something that's serious for you. Do you think that including your woman in the decision making process of your everyday moving around is important? I don't need to see your fat ass fingers on my screen looking at my comments.
Yo, you already know we had conversations about this on the show before. You already know what my stance is on that. It's 50-50, man. Like when you come into you come 50, you come 50, you become whole, right? Become whole. That means y'all decisions need to be discussed, bro. I've always done it. I always felt like that. Your decisions are gonna, because what one person decides is gonna affect the other one at that point. If y'all come together on something like that, one person can't make one decision, and it does not affect that other one. Finances. You can deal with finance. You can look for finances. You can deal with kids. You can deal with sex. You know what I'm saying? It's a revolving door. Your physicalness. If you get fat, your wife might met you when, or your significant other, or however y'all dealing with, she met you when you was like in shape, and she might be still in shape. She might not want you to, you know what I'm saying? It might make her feel some type of way, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? That's when it takes communication. You can't hide that from her. She can't hide that from you. Y'all got to communicate. And so it's a revolving door in every phase of life. So, and you just got in that phase with a whole nother person that is your significant other. So, yes, those discussions have to be discussed. They have to be, you know what I'm saying, brought to the forefront. Now, you don't have to necessarily agree on everything, but they at least need to be addressed. You know what I mean? So
Miss
y'all can
Sabrina,
find
what you
some
got?
type of ground.
Miss Sabrina, to that you say what?
You know how I am. So my thing is,
No, the fuck I don't.
I'll discuss it with you, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm
Mm.
gonna take an opinion. You know what I mean? Like I'll discuss it with you, and I'll see what your opinion is. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna make that decision based on what I feel is best. Because I mean, at the end of the day, like, okay, you're
Ooh.
saying that you both have to
Ooh.
deal with it, blah, blah, blah. I don't put my finances with nobody else. So, I mean, I'm going to take your opinion and I'm going to put that in my back pocket and I'm going to listen. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do what the hell I want to do. What's good for Sabrina, because at the end of the day, who's going to do what's good for me?
I mean, you're trusting your partner to be the best,
Yeah, right. Y'all
I do.
moving
have
in
your
together.
best interests at mind.
And I do. So I'm going to trust that my partner will lead me in that right direction. But at the end of the day, I'm also going to make my own decision. So I mean, it is what it is. That's just the type of woman that I am.